Hey YouTube. Well, while I still have a little bit of light here, I think I'll show you the Castro. So I'm standing here now at the place where I used to be a volunteer for many years, Castro Country Club. But it is closed, as you can see. So let's take a look at it. This is downtown Castro. Most of the restaurants now have outside facilities. So that's the country club. This was like a home for me for years. I mean, as much as I was a volunteer here for about 17 years. Okay. So all these restaurants are now have these outside things. So I guess here in California, it goes back and forth. You can eat in one week, next week you can't eat in, so forth. But a lot of you people have heard of the Castro. Certainly the gay people have. I'm gonna give you a little mini tour. Okay. So now I'm walking up 18th Street. Fortunately, you can't see a lot because all of these outside things. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm not wasting my voice. I don't know. So this is 18th Street. This is not the main drag. It is adjacent to the main drag of the Castro, right? As you can see, it's got a lot of bars and things here. It makes the bar. Lots of people. So back in the day when I was using, I didn't really club that much. But a lot of these bars are still here since the 70s when I lived in LA. And I did club quite a bit. Actually, I clubbed every day. Pretty close to every single day. Yes, we have a problem with homelessness here. God bless you, brother. All we can do is hope for the best for people. What is this? Oh, Starbucks is closed. Why are they closed? They might have had a store's temporary closed. So that's the local Starbucks. This is where the bears hang out. They have all these different groups of people. If you're skinny, you have a certain club. If you're big, you have a certain bear club. You like leather, then you have leather clubs. All right, this is the corner of 18th and Castro. As you can see, we are very, very gay here. In fact, these sidewalks are painted with the flag. You see the sidewalks? In both directions. I hope the thing is coming in clear. You see there are bars basically, there are 3 or 4 on every block. I won't go that direction. I'm gonna let y'all walk me to the subway here. So the Castro I live at the edge of the Castro. So this downtown part is one stop on the train for me. Okay. So 18th and Castro is very popular. I came here at first in 1976. So before a lot of you were even born. But I lived in Los Angeles. So what we would do was come to the Castro and we would sleep in a bathhouse. In other words, we wouldn't even bother to get a room because we were only there to party. And we'd go to the bars, put our stuff in a locker at the bus station, and then party until we dropped and crash at the bathhouse. Those were the days, baby. Okay. So that's Strut. That's for HIV services. That's where I got all my shots at. And you can see this whole drag is restaurants or bars. What is this? Yeah. So I actually live in the Bose Triangle, which is adjacent to the Castro, but most people consider it also the Castro. Here's the local bookstore. Of course, there are very few bookstores left. I didn't bother to try to get my books in bookstores. I thought they were a dying breed. Most stuff is online now, so it wasn't so big a deal. if I had a traditional publisher, you see, is she featuring fashion? Look at that. Look at them titties. Uh-huh. Yes, baby. Surprised they ain't got no pumps on her. Okay, that's the hardware store. Everything over here is gay. Gay all the way, from the very bottom to the very top. More of the hardware store, Cliffs. So this is one of the original gay ghettos. Christopher Street in New York City. Then you have the Castro in San Francisco. And then you have Santa Monica Boulevard in Los Angeles. I don't know the other gay ghettos in we say ghetto just because it's mostly gay people here. But recently, there are a lot, it's gotten kind of gentrified because they started this building craze, not on this street, but all around this street. And they're building all these new buildings with condos, so a lot of straight people are moving into this community as well. I don't see so many of the straight guys hanging out around here in the bars, but if you go to all the restaurants and so forth, and the clubs, you'll see a lot of women now, a lot of straight women hang out here. There's always been a certain amount of that, but this is basically known for being a gay white man's ghetto, right? Now, back when I was coming here in the 70s, there was many black people here, many black gay people here. But when the rents start going up and up and up and up, a lot of people abandoned the city and moved to Oakland. But since I don't club nowhere anyway, it doesn't make any difference to me. Oh, here you go, Rebel Son. There you go, Rebel Son. Can you handle that? Although he likes the flashy jackets. These people specialize in the fancy jackets, honey. You see that? Is that gay enough for you? Mm-hmm. You got roses or red with the matching hats. Baby, you got to have those matching hats. Look at that green one. Are you listening, Rebel Son? Mm-hmm. So all these stores cater to, I think, a young crowd. I mean, of course, the older people are the ones who can afford to pay for this stuff. But I guess they spend the money and the young ones wear it. There was a recent fire. Look at this. That building is burned out. That building burned out. And that one is moved out. So this is the ravages of COVID. But that was an actual fire. So that was a popular club here. Okay. Look at him. He's playing music. Let's give him a little money, please. How you doing, brother? I'm making a YouTube video. Is that okay? Let me get some money out here. Okay.
Appreciate it, man.
All right. Good luck to you, bro. Okay. So all kind of folks in the Castro. So more restaurants, but you can't see anything because they all have these buildings outside. I mean, these restaurant things. I'm sure your cities have them too. CVS Pharmacy. Mm-hmm. You guys notice there's a lot of homelessness here. A lot of the gay kids, even though they're homeless, they still are more safe and they still hang out in Castro, right? So, these things, you guys got these big commuter buses? Those are usually like Google employees and some other company, maybe Facebook. And the people, they want to live in the city, but their jobs are in like Silicon Valley. So we have these huge buses all around the city. Castro Street, in case you want to visit. Now I see that Sean Bradley's live over there. This is kind of famous. This is the Castro Theater. So they have everything here. This is a place where you'll frequently see the Gay Men's Chorus. But they show, sometimes they have nostalgic movie film festivals. It's gorgeous inside. That's probably the oldest thing here in the Castro. If I was across the street, you can see it better. But I see Sean Bradley and those guys are having a live over there. Bradley, we've been getting along pretty good. He's trying to take a sympathetic view, because you can spend a life any kind of way you want to, right? I'm just gonna turn this camera around. He seems to be wanting to see my side of the story, because some of these people think I should both be ashamed and disgraced and all that kind of stuff. And I think he makes a valid point that why should I be ashamed and disgraced? This was my life at one point. And I partied night and day. I had a fabulous time. I have no children. I have no husband or wife. So I partied for my life. Yes, there was a price to pay for that, but I don't regret it. I'm glad I did it. It would be worse for me. I'll go into that story later. Because it would be worse for me if I lived my entire life and never had the gay experience. Now, you're not supposed to drift off into being an addict, of course. But I got to say, I can't say I missed a whole lot. Okay. So, right. So when you retire, you'll have your memories, and that's all you got. I don't give a damn what you bought. You're gonna have. You've already lived your life. You have your memories, right? And so mine, kind of like it. Now, we're at Castro and Market Street. I live about 5 blocks down Market Street, right? In the area called the DeVos Triangle. But as you can see, I live in a very nice neighborhood. Okay. You see the flags are up already on the poles there. Gay all the way. The Castro. Now I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see this stuff or not, really. You know, I think a big part of the reason that I'm even in California, or certainly in this city, is because there's so many gay people here. It's just not an issue. Actually, there's so many of every kind of people here. It's so diverse. It's the hot cookie. Now, these boys will sometimes strip down to their underwear and serve you hot cookies. So it's a very youthful type area over here. And that's where we're going, to the train station over there. What is that? I don't know what that is. Okay. Anyway, so I see that Sean tried to start it off positively concerning my regrets and so forth. I didn't particularly care for that thumbnail, but I think he was being real fair about it. Of course, he has got the hardest crowd to meet on the YouTube. I'll say it again. I believe the Sean Bradley, that crowd, the club chat is the hardest crowd. They're like the Apollo in New York City. If you can win them over, you have done something, honey. So a lot of people were positive. There were some that were negative, and I'm amazed that some people actually hate me. I said, "Oh, girl, what the hell am I doing to make people hate me, child?" So a lot of times, people who have had abusive fathers, abusive families, you ain't got to do too much to make them hate you, right? Because you remind them of someone. So if I raise my voice, or if my head starts shaking, I remind them of someone, and that makes them hate me. That's the best I can the way I see it. Okay, we're at the end of our little tour now. We're at the end of our little tour of the Castro in San Francisco. All right? So you gay children, make sure you put it on your bucket list, because it is still a pretty exciting experience when COVID is over. This is about a third, maybe a fourth of the people who are usually here. This is usually a bustling area, but because of COVID, most of the bars, they all have such restrictions. It's been pretty quiet for a year and a half. It's starting to pick up some. Hi guys. It's starting to pick up some. That's a damn shame I don't know how to flip my camera around, but the last time I tried to do it, the thing went off, so. Oh, somebody broke a window there. I think there's many times the stress of being homeless makes people violent sometimes. And that's understandable. What happened?
We got big rain tomorrow, so batten down the hatches. I'm going to England. I'm going back to the Vatican. I don't know when I'm coming back. So
are you going to England?
Yes.
Okay, well, good luck to you.
I want you to be careful, though.
I'll
want to see you when I come back.
Okay, I'll be here. Good luck to you.
God love you.
Okay, God save the Queen. Okay, now which way am I? Okay, this is Harvey Milk Plaza. This is the plaza. When they have rallies, gay marriage was huge here. This is also the entrance to the subway. Harvey Milk Plaza, this is what this is called. This is where the big flag is. And we are done, people.